You lot are going to kill me. Hey everybody, Tony here for another yard sale finds video. I tried to spruce it up a little bit, if you could tell. I put a blanket down so it doesn't look quite as grungy on my bare couch at the moment. I am still, renovating and all that. I really need to do it a lot quicker. Months are gonna pass and you're gonna be like, why are you not done yet? Oh my god. Yeah, so, anyway. I have a lot of stuff to talk about, so I'm gonna try to go really quick. This was an epic weekend. Oh my god. Honestly, you're gonna kill me. I apologize in advance for this video, because there's so much amazing stuff that you're gonna just hate me. I know you are, but I can't help it. All right. Anyway, before I forget, I want to make sure I remember all the little announcements. I should probably make like a little agenda or something, but I don't. First of all, Johnny Tellez, thank you so much, man. I had to say thank you again, even though I said thank you on like Twitter and Facebook and on your video. Once again, if you did not see it, other viewers that are watching this that aren't Johnny, if you didn't see it, Johnny Tellez did an amazing video unboxing of my Sam trick-or-treat magnets. So he did that unboxing, and then that alone was epic. I mean, that was really cool, and put all my links and everything. But to top it off, as if that wasn't enough, he gifted me a free box of Dread. I can't thank you enough. That is so amazing. So, because of Johnny Tellez, I am going to have a box of Dread unboxing this month. So, everybody thank Johnny with me. All at once. Thanks, Johnny! Alright, link. Now I'm gonna try this and actually maybe do it. I'll actually put it in this time. Link to Johnny's YouTube videos. Now see, this time I'll actually put it in. Last time I like waited too long and then put it in the wrong spot or something. But it should be right over here somewhere. Okay, yard sales. First of all, a little refresher. Last week, I had that really disappointed thing with the Ghostbusters, and I told you all about it. There was that whole secret room, remember, with 80's stuff just filled to the brim. Ghostbusters, Batman, as far as the eye can see, it was amazing. And then they wouldn't sell me anything. I did not get a call from them, big surprise. And then on the way home just now, I saw that they were doing the yard sale again, so I stopped by just to check in. It turns out that they did not yet get the appraiser in, so they haven't done anything with that stuff yet. However, it's really not looking good for me, because they're now she was telling me that they're planning on kind of getting someone to sell it all on eBay for them, and then splitting the profits with that person. She kind of offered me the gig or to help out with it. I don't have the time to like do that kind of thing for someone else like that. So chances of me, they said they'd call still, and if I want to get a couple little things, but my guess is they're going to be asking prices that are too high. So that's the update on the Ghostbuster stuff. Kind of disappointing, but this weekend more than made up for it, as you're about to see in a minute. Alright, let me start with the small stuff because it's not that exciting, but I want to get it out of the way. So, this is not in any kind of actual yard sale order, just from small to large, I guess. And you have to wait till the end of this video. You have to, because it's amazing what I found. Okay. So I got a little Dexter bobblehead. That was $1. I don't know exactly why I picked it up. I mean, I am a fan of the show. I certainly don't need another little thing sitting around, and I didn't buy it to sell, because, I mean, you're not going to make any money on something like this. But I bought it, I guess because it was $1. And, there you go. So, I have a bobblehead of Dexter. At that same yard sale, they had quite a bit, well, not quite a bit, they had a little Tupperware container filled with Halloween stuff. And, the only thing really worth buying, I thought, was this. It's nothing, again, nothing crazy. It's not, vintage. It's not worth money as far as I know. But, this does come out, so you could store it. But you know, it's basically a giant hand that you put the bowl of candy in to sit there for the kids, and I thought it was kind of neat. And again, it was $1, so I picked it up because I have to buy at least one Halloween thing per weekend. I think that's like my obsession. I need to fill that with something Halloween. So that's my Halloween item of the week. Now, there was another yard sale that had a lot of Halloween stuff. They had like a whole tractor bed kind of filled with Halloween stuff, but it was mostly used decoration type of gear and some makeup stuff. And while there was maybe like 1 or 2 items on there that would have been worthwhile to buy, I really can't just keep spending money on stuff that I'm not going to make money back on, or that I'm going to use, or that I need. So as hard as it was, I had to pass. My blood kind of boiled. I was like, oh my god, and foam came out of my mouth and my eyeballs were... It was hard, but I left the stuff. I left it. I couldn't just keep buying all this Halloween stuff. I have too much as it is. So that was nice to see. I was glad that I saw it, but yeah, I couldn't spend the money. Then, at another yard sale, this is kind of cool. I don't know if it works. I didn't test it yet. I don't know if you guys remember Creepy Crawlers. I think that was the name of it. In the 80s, maybe early 90s, there was this sort of like easy bake oven for boys is kind of the way that I always thought of it. And I don't know that if it was called Creepy Crawlers or if that was just one of the things that you could do with it. But it was basically this oven type thing. I'm going to show you in a sec as soon as I get it out of this bag that I tied for some reason. It's this little oven-y kind of looking thing. And it heats up. There's a little heating element in there. You plug it in and it heats up. And then what you do is, I don't know, yeah, I guess that opens up. I could test this all out. It looks pretty dirty. It definitely was used. It says on here Magic Maker, so I guess maybe that was the name of the machine itself. But you take that, and then you get these little metal plates. And as you can see, this metal plate has a bunch of bugs and spiders and scorpions and stuff. And you would fill it with this goops. You know, it's like a kind of a rubber goop. And put it onto the little tray thingy, and you'd slide it in. Put that in there. And then you'd leave it, and it would melt the goop and like solidify it into a rubber sort of thing. Then you have little rubber bugs. And they had all different kinds of metal trays. You know, this looks like a... Oh, these are Power Rangers. These are Power Ranger ones. Looks like there's maybe a lot of Power Ranger ones in here, and more bugs. Those are the ones I wanted, were the bugs. So there are a few of these trays. It looks like mostly Power Rangers and a couple of bug trays. And it looks like they just had some random crap in there. So, that was $1. I picked it up mainly because of the Creepy Crawler thing. I remember that as a kid. It says on this tray, on the metal pieces, for the Power Rangers, it says 1994. So I guess it was early, mid 90s that this was around. Now there are other vintage ones of these things. Last year I found a vacuum form, and then there's the Thing Maker, which is the really cool, the one that I would really like to get. It's called the Thing Maker. That was a little older than this. This is the newer version of it. But, you know, for $1, I figured maybe I can use it to make bugs and send in the mail with my sculptures. I don't know for sure what I'm going to do with that, but for $1, I figured let me give it a shot. Okay. You ready? I don't even know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to have to make this quick. Alright, this is on Friday. I found a yard sale, and they had a giant Tupperware bin filled with one of the toys that kind of is the 80s. Now, I'm a weird child of the 80s. I was born in 1980, so my childhood is really more like mid-80s to mid-90s, right? That's more like, there's a lot of stuff that I like that really is, I'm always like, oh, the 80s, the 80s, the 80s. But there's really a lot of stuff that's in the early 90s area that I like a lot. And I'm kind of weird in that whole, like, oh, I collect 80s stuff, because there are one or two major things that almost everyone loves, and I don't really care for. One of them is G.I. Joes, and the other is He-Man. I mean, I probably watched the cartoon a little bit as a kid, but I never had any of the toys, and I wasn't really a big fan of that stuff. I was more into, like, Transformers and Thundercats and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and, you know, the real Ghostbusters, things like that. So anyway, the bin that I found was filled with G.I. Joe stuff. No figures, all vehicles. I went through this, and most of it is actually almost complete, which if you collect G.I. Joe stuff, you know is kind of hard, because they always have these little missiles and things that fall off. So I'm going to go through this fairly quickly, just to give you an idea of what I got. I don't know the names of... I looked up most of the names, but I can't remember at this point. So there's this one G.I. Joe tank, which seems to have pretty much everything with it, I believe. And then there's a trailer, G.I. Joe trailer, with the gun. Again, it looks fairly complete. There's a little grappling hook on that one. And a couple other small things that I couldn't really figure out the names of. There's this. That might go with something else, I'm not really sure. This thing looks like it probably went on top of something else. Again, not entirely sure. This is kind of cool. This was like a pod jumper thing. I believe this is missing 2 missiles and an antenna on that piece. And we got motorcycle, which is almost complete, except it's just missing one door on the other side there, or, you know, missile dart or whatever. But it does have the missiles, it has the exhaust pipes, so that's pretty close to complete, just missing that one little piece. We have another tank with missiles in it. All these missiles come out, so the fact that they're all here is pretty wild. I believe this piece is complete, if I'm not mistaken. So that's another G.I. Joe tank. And we have a Cobra tank. I think this is the Hiss tank, if I remember. All this stuff kind of opens and things. So that's another cool one. We got a trailer that opens up and has a satellite dish in there and missiles on the side. And there's supposed to be a seat in there. That's I think it's missing 2 missiles and the seat on this one, if I'm not mistaken. But another pretty neat one that opens up and everything. And we have... This one is... I don't know what this one... I couldn't find this one. It seems like it comes apart, and then you could clip it back on. Although I haven't really figured out how to do that to keep it on there. It might be broken, I'm not really sure. Has most of the missiles, it looks like. All the other pieces to it, I think. So that's a cool one. Might be the lamprey. Ooh. The lamprey. And finally, we got a G.I. Joe airplane. This, again, is almost complete. Has all the missiles on the bottom. Has the fins. It's just missing this one fin. Those are detachable. These were not on there when I first found it, so I didn't realize that it was missing these pieces. But yeah, so anyway, and there was one more thing that was miscellaneous. It's Dino Riders. And so that's just a miscellaneous piece that was in there. The Dino Riders, Triceratops, I think. Pew, 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 pew. Alright, so I got all that. They wanted $10. I offered $5. They said $7, so I got it for $7. I went through, I did the research. I should be able to get maybe $100 for this stuff if I sell it like as a lot. Maybe a little more. We'll see. I am selling this. Like I said, I don't really collect the G.I. Joe stuff. This was just a really fun score to find. You know, I gotta clean it up a little, but there's that. So there's that. I'm not done. This is the one I'm excited about. This is what I waited till the end of the video to show you. Are you ready? This is why you're going to hate me as well. There's a bag here I'm going to say for a second. Calm yourselves. Get ready. Brace yourself. Nintendo Deluxe Entertainment in the box with the robot. Look at this. Oh my god. It almost has everything in there too, which is amazing. It has, I believe, all the robotic pieces. It does not have the games. There is a game in there, but it's not the ones that are supposed to be with it. So it's missing the 2 games that it's supposed to go with. Oh. Yeah. It's supposed to come with Gyromite and Duck Hunt, and it does not have those. It has Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt, I think. So, I could not believe my eyeballs when I saw this. Holy moly. I said holy moly, that's right. Good gravy. I saw this. Alright, so we get to this yard sale. It was hard to find, almost impossible to find, because it was all in the garage and there's a car blocking it. My brother and I didn't really think twice about this. We just walked up to it because the signs were out and it was like past 9 at that point. So we walk in, we're looking around in the garage, and I saw this. They had $100 on it. So there's a sticker that said $100 on it, and I was like, oh wow. I couldn't believe my eyes finding this in the box, but $100 knocked me back a little bit, and I was kind of like, I don't know. Then the lady came out and was like, oh, we didn't start yet. What are you doing in here? I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I had no idea. I thought this was the sale. So, like the real cheapskate that I am, I offered her $20 for this. And mainly because that's how much money I had with me. It was $20. She said no and said, what about $50? I was like, if I had $50, I probably would, but I don't. And then Mike and I were driving away, and I was like, you know what? I feel like I really need to go back for that. So I went to CVS, I did cash back, I went back, I offered $40, and they were like, no, you know what? This is $300 on eBay. I already went down half the price. I'm not going to go any lower than $50. They were right not to go down any lower than $50. I was just being cheap. $50 was an awesome price for this. I looked it up. These things go for upwards of $400. People are selling the box alone for over $100. I mean, I couldn't believe it. So this was a crazy score. I've never even seen this in person. I was so excited. I need to go through the components in there and make sure everything's there. But just the fact that I found that, $50 is a lot of money to me at this point, but I mean, how do you pass on that? They also gave me this bag with accessories. It has one of the parts to the robot I took out of the box just so the box would fit better. So I have to figure out where that goes. There's the light gun was in the bag. There are, I think they didn't really know what went with what, because I didn't notice at first, but there's just random, like, I think these are off-brand PlayStation controllers, maybe. And, oh, I guess this is to make these controllers wireless with whatever it goes with. And there's some wires here that look like they probably go with a PlayStation, if I'm not mistaken. And there's a... oh yeah, PlayStation. PlayStation Game Shark. I didn't own a PlayStation, so I don't really know what these are for. And a memory card, I guess, for the PlayStation as well. So there's just some extra miscellaneous PlayStation stuff, which is, I guess, kind of cool to get just, you know, on the side. Yeah. That's everything, which is a lot. I spent kind of a lot of money this weekend, but, so I spent probably, what was it, $50 for the Nintendo stuff, $7 for the G.I. Joe stuff, $8, $9, So $59 about, which seems like a lot, but I should be able to make a lot of money back with some of this stuff. I want to keep the Nintendo. I do. I'll admit it. I'll get rid of the G.I. Joe stuff first and see how that goes, and then maybe I'll keep that Nintendo. I don't want to get into the... I don't want to, like, break into the box right now. And, oh no, $60 because of the creepy crawlers. $60. Anyway, yeah, I don't want to break into the box of Nintendo. This video's gone on long enough. Oh, I need to decompress. I need to drink one of these. Oh, I forgot I'm gonna show this video first, so I almost said something I'm not supposed to say. Shh. I got a second video that I filmed before I filmed this one, and I'm gonna show that to you guys after this one. It's convoluted and crazy. Anyway, Johnny Tellez, once again, thank you so much for the Box of Dread, for the amazing unboxing video. Thank you to everyone who's been watching these videos. I'm so glad that everyone's enjoying them. Ooh, 500 subscribers! I just noticed before I made this video, we just hit 500 subscribers. Woo! That's awesome! I think Johnny Tellez's video knocked me up over the threshold there. So that, again, that was very cool. Keep them coming, man. Subscribe if you like this stuff. And I am going to go eat something. I haven't eaten today yet. It's like the middle of the day. Alright. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you guys did well this weekend with the yard sales. Let me know what you found. And I'll talk to you soon. Take it easy.